You may not know this, but our friend Paige, you know her, she is terrified of balloons. So we decided this morning it would be a good time to send her to the newly opened immersive balloon experience. So Paige is live in Dallas at the Balloon Museum with so much more, and she's taking a dive in. Hello, Paige.
Hey, good morning to you. Good morning, Texas. I have to say, when it comes to balloons, this is actually the most approachable place to go because, yes, you are surrounded and really immersed in what is truly works of art everywhere you look. This exhibit is called Let's Fly, where they're working with artists from around the world to bring these creations to life. I'm excited to introduce you to Lydia. She is all the way here from Rome, Italy, to tell us more. Just being in this room, this is the perfect way to kick things off. All I have to say is, wow, how did this all begin?
Thank you. This is our first exhibit in the Balloon Museum in Dallas, and this is a sort of portal where people can go in and start to be completely immersive in our art. And our museum is based on the interaction, so each artwork have a different emotion that people can touch, or a different way of interaction, and they are not just participants, but they are part of the art, and in some cases they can also do art.
Yeah, you move from almost being a spectator into really being, as you said, a participant. And I love this trend of these immersive type of art experiences because for so many people, art can be intimidating. And in this situation, you feel a part of it and you get to know the artist. There's a lot to see, so I'm gonna give you a bit of a tour. Take a look at this. We're gonna walk around, and as we mentioned, you do work with artists from so many different places in this country and around the world. Tell me about this octopus-looking thingy that we're seeing right here.
This artwork came from an artist from Russia, and this is not exactly an octopus. This is a sort of fountain of eternity. This is the name of the artwork. And as we can see on the back, there is a sort of kaleidoscope. So this is a mirrored fountain that people can see just from the exterior, but they can understand how the reflection of the art can be part of the interaction itself.
I love the kaleidoscope effect that is behind us. That's fascinating to me. And I think, given in this world that we are living now, when things seem so divisive, to have these artists represented from around the world is a wonderful place to remember how much alike we are and how much we can delight in similar things, such installations. Check this out. If we want to feel a little bit groovy, well, guess what? You've got us covered. This is one ginormous disco ball. And I love not only that piece of art that's in the front, but what it's reflecting all around the room. It's really something fantastic in a groovy sort of way.
Yes, this artist, for example, came from America, so he's from here, and we met here for the first time in New York, and he is one of the main artists from Inflatable art, so for us it's a privilege to work with him. He normally works with those giant objects, and he makes the dynamic of the art with the inflatables. And
with
for
the
example,
inflatables, yes.
Exactly.
And I think it's just magnificent to know the workmanship that went into this piece. It is incredible that he's able to make glass pieces, these tiles, inflatable and bendable and pliable. All right, we also have some video that I want our viewers to see, and this really speaks to the immersive, interactive component of it, where people can come kick some of these balloons around. I love it because this appeals to people of all ages and all interests. Kids can come and enjoy this. Grown-ups can come and enjoy this. There's really something for everybody here at the Balloon Museum. Tell me more, Lydia.
Yeah, exactly. We pass from some pieces of more introversive art to some of these pieces where people can interact more and they can play with the art. That normally is something strange, something that you cannot find normally in a museum. But we want people interact real with the art and can touch it, can understand also the material and the feel that the art can have inside the visitors.
You feel it from the heart. All of your senses are ignited. And look at this. Look at where we are, surrounded by these fantastic silver balls. And this just, you go from room to room. One of them seems to build on another as you go through the exhibit. And just the creativity that's being included in these exhibits is exciting. And I can see why it's really taken off. We're here in Dallas, but there's other places that are hosting these exhibits throughout the country. Yes. I want to to thank you for this, and I've got really good news for you guys. We're going to be coming back and be showing you more of the Balloon Museum, and you really don't want to miss it because these next rooms are just as magnificent. Hey, good morning to you. Good morning, Texas. I have to say there's nothing scary about this museum. Even if you're nervous about those balloons that pop unexpectedly, this place is magnificent. The art is beautiful, and each of these artists come from all across the country and around the world. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling like taking a dive or maybe doing some tubing. This is magnificent, and every time you look at it, it looks a little different. Here's Lydia. As a reminder, she is from Rome, Italy. You've been doing this balloon museum in different parts of the country now. It's here in Dallas, and it is magnificent. Tell us about this exhibit right here.
This is one of our main pieces, and these artists normally play with the kinetic art mixed with inflatable. And as you can see, those are giant black donuts, and they move in a sort of serpent way. So people just be here and stay here for like 10-15 minutes, just seeing the movement.
Seeing the movement. And that's the thing too, when you come to the museum, every time you come, you're going to be seeing something very different. Now we're going to be going into another area here, and what we spoke about before, and as you will witness as we enter into this room, this is very immersive, where you really do encourage people to come and get up close and personal with these art pieces. This is a giant inflatable, but this is something that you can move with the intention of putting this charcoal on the wall. Shall we play?
Yes, absolutely.
So as we play, tell me what the intention is but with the artist and what he was hoping for.
While you are playing with this, you can start create art. So you, in this case, you are not just also a participant, but you are an artist for a few minutes. So you can draw on the walls because all around on the wall, on the ball, there are charcoals. So every single piece can create a drawing on the wall, and every single wall, every part of the ceiling is part of the art.
And you really do get to get kind of down and dirty, as you can see here by looking at my hands. But it makes for a lot of fun, and it comes right off. All right, so as we move on, we have some video of another room. I call it the white square room.
Yes.
So as our viewers are taking a look at that, tell me about this artist and what he was trying to portray.
This artwork came from a French artist, and every single piece of this room is inflatable, and the name is polygons because this is the shape of the inflatables, and you can build in this room every single piece.
But the white squares are magnificent. Again, you encourage people to get up close and personal. And as you can start to hear, the ambiance on the room certainly does change because this is something super fun. Being able to play with all of these inflatables. I'm curious about this. When I think about this, it makes me feel like I'm a kid again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really colorful, lots of fun, but at the same time, it's art. And it's inspiring people young and old to get out there and to play and to have fun.
Exactly. This is one of the main sense of the museum because for us, the art is not just for the adult, it's for everyone. And the sense of the museum is that every adult can become a kid inside the artwork, and every kid can start discovering the art in a different way.
Let's go to one more spot. Check this out. We're going to go through this inflatable tunnel and see where we land, because around every corner there is surprise after surprise. And check this out. This is really, really fun. Talk about dodgeball on a whole new level. Tell me about this artwork.
This artwork came from an Italian artist, and they normally play with these two colors, black and white. So every single piece of art of those two artists have this base, and with us they start playing with inflatables. So they change also their type of art and adapt them with our museum.
I love it. I'm having so much fun. You can come and check out the Balloon Museum. This is going to be taking place until April 26th. You don't want to miss it because there's so many fun things that you can do. It's also, as I mentioned, going to be traveling throughout the United States, with each exhibit being a little bit different with artists from around the world. I have had such a blast being here. Come and get tickets. You'll not regret it. And thank you so much for all of this. And guess what? I made it. And I wasn't scared at all. Thanks again, Lydia.